In module 114, we will discuss teachers' challenge and professional development in different stages. We all know that the professional development or the professionalism or the professional aspects of any occupation includes specialized knowledge, commitment, and collective identity, professional standards, and the professional autonomy. This is the research of Day 1999. And according to Day, she argues that teaching is a profession that we have been discussing in our different modules, that how it is professional activity, how it is considered as a professional. According to Day, in her research in 1999, it is a social work and the demanding the prior preparation of any professional activity, and it has own standards and assessment procedures and activities, and provides a self well structured career. There are three things very important. We have been repeating it in the researches in the context of the different researchers. Now three things very important to be noted. What is the basic elements of a profession? Number one, preparation for the professional development, because without preparation, if you are pursuing any occupation, that is not a profession. And the other one is it has certain standards of the assessment and different professional activities, and then is well structured career. Researcher career means a job, promotions, 1 grade, 2 grade. For example, one is appointed in grade 17 or appointed in grade 15. Then after certain condition and covering the specific levels of experience and qualification, one is promoted or selected. That is job structure. And we know and has been researched by the different scholars that it has different profession has different developmental stages. Developmental stages means one is career stage, and other is professional career stage, and other is professional development stage. Development stage means I am junior in terms of my experience. I am novice and newly appointed and new teacher in my field, and I am experienced teacher in my field. I am most senior people, well qualified teacher or competent teacher, etc. So there are different developmental stages. These are different countries and different systems have researched with the different angles, but according to the system of the European Commission, that is the report of 2010, there are three main stages of the teacher's professional development. Career development, let me again explain for you. Career development, for example, if you are appointed a college teacher or the university teachers, let us start while giving example of college teacher. First of all, you are to be appointed as a lecturer, then assistant professor, then associate professor, then professor. And the same are the nomenclature or the stages in the university. And if you are appointed as a school teacher, then junior teacher, senior teacher, trained graduate teachers, high school teachers, junior school teachers, and Pakistan and the different provinces and the federal setup, federal government territory have different nomenclatures or the titles of the teachers of the different level. Primary school teacher, elementary school teacher, high school teachers, senior school teachers. So it varies from province to province. So as far as the European Commission, system of the European Commission is concerned, there are three main stages of the teacher's professional development. Number one, pre-service stage. This includes before pursuing or embarking upon the new, not new, but your career that you have decided and the planned, you have to take initial education for that one. For example, in Pakistan, for the teacher preparation, there is a course that is called BSN education and the B.Ed elementary, B.Ed secondary, etc., etc. And that is the course where, that is the training program or the course of the study of about 4 years, where you are being qualified and you are trained in terms of master in basic knowledge and the skills. And then the stage first was pre-service stage, and the second stage is the new teacher stage. New teacher stage is also called the second stage according to the system of the European Commission and the European Union. That is the second stage, that's called new teacher stage, the first independent step as a teacher. When you are appointed, initially you got the training, and after training you are selected by any recruiting agencies or any appointing agency, and then you are given a task of pursuing your career as a teacher. And then you are, when you go to any school, college, or any professional place for your work, you are considered as the new teacher. And over there, as a new teacher, that are called the first years of your career, they are full of the confrontation with the reality of being the teacher in school. What you have been trained and taught, and what you are been practicing, what you had conceived about that profession and that life as a new teacher or the teacher, and what is being viewed by you in reality. And the third stage is experienced teacher stage. This is also called as the phase of the continuing professional development. There are main challenges of student teachers. We discussed 3 stages. Now we are talking about the 3 main, not 3, but we are talking about the main challenges of student teacher. Student teacher means when you are undergoing the training, B.Ed student, B.Ed elementary, B.Ed secondary, B.Ed 1.5, B.Ed 2.5, whatever the model you are student in, but that is your training program. While training program, you as a student of that level, you are called as the student teacher. And there are the challenges that prospective teachers, means teacher of the tomorrow, they face different challenges. They are divided into 3 categories. Number 1, learning like a student, teaching like a teacher. This is, you have to be lifelong learner, and at the same time you are teaching like a teacher. You are learner at one hand and the teacher at other end. And the second one challenge is the multi-dimensional classroom and the teacher orientation perspective. In what way I have been trained, and what is my aspect of the personality and my view about the discipline and management, and what kind of the things I am facing in the classroom. And third one is the knowledge transfer. In what way I am transferring my wisdom, my knowledge, my skills, my competencies, my content to the students. This is challenge. Number 1, let us discuss the number 1, that is relatively called as the intermediate role, when you learner as well as the teacher. That is also called as the between the stage of the student and the teacher. You are in the between, and you are learner, and you are acting as a, you are pursuing as a learner, you are acting as a teacher. And in this stage you are constantly, regularly are being observed by peers, your colleagues, associate teachers, and the students. Your colleagues, your associate teachers, peers at this stage. And then other is the multi-dimensional. We discussed 3 challenges, 3 situations are the illustrations. Multi-dimensional classroom and the teacher orientation perspective. This is that you are, even if pre-service teachers have a more than a decade of 10 years of the experience as being a student, but managing the class and the process of the class and the handling the affairs of the class is the complex phenomena. And the third is the knowledge transfer. It is very important, because there are two important dimensions that you have to deal with. What is the theory? What is the practice? And how you are transferring the theory, what is really the students is facing that theory and the reality, and how it is to be implied. So that is important aspect of is important, one of the important challenges. Now as a new teacher challenges, first challenge is survival and the discovery. When you are appointed as a teacher after your 4-year degree or the 1.5 B.Ed degree, bachelor degree, when you go to the school or the college, you teach there, then you strive hard for the survival and the discovery. How I should find the solution of these problems, and how I have to survive in this system, because you are a student previously and now you are practitioner, now you are teacher, and change in the role as an individual has to face the challenges of the survival and the discovery. And that is creating own new identity and socialization process. Over there, for your survival and your professional identity, you work for you work for own identity. How people should know me, what should be my title and my recognition. You work hard dynamically. You assume, you rather presume that people should and determine that the people should take you as a dynamically challenging dynamic person, and you have to undergo the dynamically changing process, and it is influenced that process of your identity and the socialization with the different peers and the different setup. It is the personal identity, job features, and the works experience. How is your personal identity? What kind of the personality you possess, and what is the job features? What kind of the job you are doing there, and your work experience? What is your work experience? Perception of the classroom events and discipline. It is one of the important aspects the teacher usually the new teachers face in the class. Then how to maintain the discipline, how to control the students, how to transfer the knowledge in the disciplined way. This is important aspect. And the third one is the workload. The teachers are always under the pressures that this is the textbook to be completed, this is the syllabus to be completed. So justify, this is the one of the challenges, that the teachers as a beginners always try to satisfy the seniors and the peers and themselves too. Main challenges of the experienced teachers. We discussed the new teachers, and now we are discussing the experienced teachers. Experienced teacher is very important challenges, because they have their own lenses. With the experience, with the ample experience, they got their concepts, their personality fixed. So that is very important, and that is they possess more sensitive cognition along with a more analytical and interpretive perception of particular situation. They face several challenges in their career. Functional fixedness. They have their own thinking patterns. So in case there is a dynamic change is required, they face it as a challenge. That because their long experience at some certain stage, it requires change and the modification. That is the challenge. And other is continuous professional development. Since they are senior, old age, and the mature, and the abundant information and the knowledge, they are otherwise as a professional requirement required to go through the continuous professional development. That is a very important challenge to be faced by them. And the last important thing is the contribution of the problem solving program. OECD and OECD's report of 2005, page number 99, mentions that as professionals, teachers are expected to act as researchers and problem solvers. They are researchers and the problem solvers, reflecting on their own practice and assuming greater responsibility of their own professional development.